Good day everyone, this is Greater Gaming, and today we've got a nice little review of the MIDA multi-tool in Destiny. Unfortunately no screwdriver included, which will be exceptionally useful in this game. But anyway, let's get to it. The stats wise, it's nothing too crazy. It has a relatively low impact and a full reload speed, so the reload is pretty much as fast as you're going to get. It has, for its upgrades, which with all exotics and legendaries really, you need the upgrades to make the gun, otherwise it's just going to be a subpar standard gun. Right, firstly, third eye, which allows you to see the radar while aiming in, which is pretty self-explanatory. Don't need to talk too much about that. Useful in PvP, because obviously you have better situational awareness whilst aiming in at all times basically. Right, it then has the MIDA multi-tool, which makes the gun fire on the hair trigger and increases movement speed. Firing on a hair trigger doesn't actually increase the fire rate, it just means you have to pull the trigger a tiny bit in. And increasing movement speed is what this gun is pretty much about. You move at quite a substantially faster pace, and basically no one's going to be running at the same speed at you in the game unless they're also got this gun. So, for its looks wise, as you can see, it has quite a functional look, which personally I prefer. Nice zoom. This is a fixed scope, you can't change it, but it's nice and clear, good level zoom, perfect for target acquisition. Can't complain about the scope. As you can see, it has a compass on it, which many people believe points towards a treasure. Well, I've tried this. Tried to find treasure with this weapon. Well, chests in this game, and yeah, I have evidence here to show you what will generally happen. Yeah, you're probably either going to fall off the edge or walk into a wall, because this thing doesn't point towards treasure, unfortunately, it points towards north. That's what a compass generally does. Right, so how does this weapon do in PvP? Well, I've had this gun since probably the first week of Destiny and used it a fair bit, so I have quite a good understanding, and I'll get straight to the point, I find it lacking, I'm afraid. Yes, it's fun to use, the movement speed is fun, it's good for bigger maps to get to A to B if you're playing control, it's good for getting the drop on people because they don't expect you to be there, but movement speed is only limited to a certain amount because of the motion sensor. Yeah, it's all well and great, you can run there quickly, but they're going to know you're there probably, especially on smaller maps. But the reason why it's lacking is because of its low impact. I have not found a single legendary scout rifle that has a lower impact than this gun, which is strange. This is an exotic. It's supposed to be sort of better than the legendaries. It has a high rate of fire to somewhat try and compensate the low recoil. Low impact. But again, I don't find this necessary because you don't want high rate of fire really. You want to take time to land the shot, and you want each shot to have a good amount of damage, be able to take down the target quite quickly. Yeah, the high rate of fire might be useful in close range situations where you rely on hip fire. But again, scout rifles are not a close range weapon, you want to avoid that really, so not really necessary. Recently I got my hands on the Visions of Confluence from the raid, of which I find performs much better than this gun. It doesn't have the fast speed obviously, but it has much higher impact and stability, so it pretty much beats it in all respects really. It has a low magazine size, but it doesn't require it because it has a higher impact, and I'm sure other legendary scout rifles with similar stats to the Vision Confluence will perform just as well. So I've seen a lot of people wanting this weapon online, but it's fun to use, but it's not that great. Just get yourself a normal legendary. If you get yourself in, yeah, use it, it's fun. You can do well with it if you use it right on bigger maps, use it the speed to get around, but it's more of, I guess, a team weapon rather than to perform well and get a high kill death ratio. Right, that is all folks, and if you've enjoyed this video or found it useful in any way, please like and subscribe for regular content, and I will see you next time. Bye!